instead of the school playground. A tear instead of a beaming smile.
Focused on the grind, never kick back. I ain't holding shit back. This 40 still poking where my rib at. Little homie moms never can where her kids at. This bodega corner store where she get a fix at. Yo, you know what it is, man. The kid Cortez, Brooklyn, and we back with another episode. I know I've been slacking a little bit, but you know, I had to reset, get some things in order, you know, before we continue this new Full Court Press series. So, you know, I took a step back from battle rap. I just felt like there's a lot of things that I didn't really like or appreciate that was going on within the culture. And every time, like, if somebody comments on it or something, it kind of comes across like you're hating. And that's not the case at all. Just because you don't agree with something or you don't like how things are, it doesn't have to be hate. But for some reason in this culture, every time somebody's got an opinion, it's hate. And to be honest with you, that is what's ruining the culture right now. The fact that nobody can give an honest opinion. Everybody's either trying to be buddy-buddy or only hear things one way or see things one way. And the culture's not going to grow like that. You know, not everybody's hating on you. Maybe you should just take some constructive criticism. We've all been having to take constructive criticism before. Doesn't matter if you Loaded Lux, if you Murder Mook, if you're Cortez, if you're DNA, if you're Smack himself, if you're Beasley, if you're ARP. It doesn't matter. We all are putting out content for the public. And depending on how the public responds to these things is how we need to pay attention to what catches on, what doesn't catch on, what people like, what people don't like. And then we move forward in our brands, so to speak. So there's some things I see. You know, there's narratives that are always pushed. And seeing stuff like that, it just makes you want to just fall back from this culture. Like, completely. Like, it's a lot of lame stuff going on. There's a lot of lame people in this culture. We all know that. There's a lot of bozos in the culture. And, you know, I just feel like I'm going to give my opinion on a couple things, not just one thing, you know. We're going to touch on, I seen some tweets from Organik I want to touch on. I want to touch on Loso's performances this weekend. I want to touch on Don Marino's performances this weekend. I want to touch on T-Top's performance this weekend. Tay-Rock as well. I want to touch on, what else? Cassidy and booking names, and I'm going to talk a little spicy today. I'm not going to lie. I'm really not going to bite my tongue. I just want to know if I'm the only one that feels this way with these certain things. So, what else? Yeah, when I get to it, I get to it. First off, battle rap this weekend. John had a card. Politics as usual. Geechi had a card. The Riot. First off, salute to Geechi and John. They are two individuals that are battlers that are putting together cards, putting together battles. And right now, the culture needed this weekend. The culture needed this weekend. They needed a fun-filled, action-packed weekend of battle rap to see if we could rejuvenate a certain type of spark, because the culture is dead right now. It's not dying. It's dead right now. Shit is whack. Shit is whack. Let's just keep it a buck. And there's a lot of reasons why it's whack, but they put together some dope cards. If you haven't gotten the pay-per-views, make sure y'all go get the pay-per-views. If you need the links or whatever, I'll send you guys the links. Just DM me or comment, and I'll get you guys the links in order to support both cards. First off, now, Loso battled Tay-Rock this weekend, and then he battled Geechi this weekend. Now, I'll be honest with you. I told Loso myself, like, yo, bro, that's a big task you got. And it's a back-to-back. It's not like he's battling him this week and then next week he's got Geechi. No, in the same weekend. So, first off, I want to salute Loso for being able to take on those challenges, perform cleanly all his rounds, get through his material, and have fire material. The same goes for Tay-Rock because he battled Loso and then he went and battled A-Ward. So Loso and Tay-Rock, we don't really have to go back and forth on, you know, the consistency that Tay-Rock has given this year. So salute to Tay-Rock. You know, he's a legend. He's Mount Rushmore already. You know, Rock, you already know. But as far as Loso right now has really been one of the best battlers for a while. Y'all can say, oh, you saying it because he's Spanish. No, he's been one of the best battlers for a while. And I see the same type of narratives that y'all used to put on me, y'all trying to put on him. That shit is whack. Let's just keep it a buck. It's whack. He's fire. He's consistent. He shows up for every battle. He might have lost a couple battles back in the day. So what? Everybody's lost battles in the back of the day. It does not matter. It doesn't take away from his talent. It doesn't take away from the fact that he's a top-tier battler. It doesn't take away from the fact that he is working and grinding and he's got it from the bottom. And I see people like try to just sweep those little things under the rug. You know, if y'all going to give Tay-Rock the praise for having 2 battles in the same weekend, y'all got to do the same thing for Loso. Stop trying to sweep these things under the rug for certain battlers and y'all push your own narratives. I don't like that because that's what makes battle rap corny. Y'all be trying to like push a narrative for one battler and not the other. Loso did his fucking thing against Geechi and Rock. And I heard the little fraudulent shit that happened with the judging. Listen, if we're going to have judge battles and there's going to be money on the line or certain things like that, we have to have the judging set in place way before the day of the battle. I am sick and tired of having these battles and then people just pick randomly who's in the building to bat. No, because people are smoking, people are drinking, people are talking. Some of these people have battles later on that day or just finished coming off a battle and got to do interviews and their mind is all over the place. They are not being able to fully judge a battle correctly. Stop doing that. If you're going to have judge battles in battle rap, we got to have a certain criteria to where, okay, cool. We know ahead of time, maybe a week ahead, yo, Loso, yo, Geechi, these are the battlers. These are the people. We're going to make sure it's set up so that they can battle correctly, that they can watch the battles correctly and judge the battles correctly. Also, what's the criteria we judging these battles on? What about chokes? What about stumbles? Are we taking points off for this? Are we looking for this? Let's build a criteria. Let's build a checklist. So when people are judging the battles, they know exactly what they need to be judged by. And the battlers know what to write for. Because it'll make the battle better. If a battler knows, yo, they going for, yo, they judging on personals, they judging on name flips, they judging on, you know, me having a clean round, you know, no stumbles, then you will be able to, like, finesse it a certain way where it's like a much more clear-cut example of who won the battle and who lost. Especially when money's on the line. Like, come on, let's not bullshit. Let's not bullshit. That's what we did, you know. Loso won the fan vote. I heard there's a lot of discrepancies with the vote when it comes to the in the building decision. We shouldn't have those discrepancies. We shouldn't at all, you know. But salute to Loso, salute to Geechi, salute to Rock. Don Marino and Av, another fire joint. Don's first was crazy. Av is always consistent. Like, listen, man, a lot of y'all people be counting out Don. I'ma just say it, man. Don be helping a lot of y'all right. And Don be helping a lot of y'all behind the scenes. Y'all be trying to shade him too. Don is one of the dudes that a lot of people go to for ideas and stuff, and then dudes be trying to like, I'm tired of that. Like I told you, I'm not gonna bite my tongue. A lot of y'all know who y'all are too. So stop with the bullshit. Give my man his props. He's trying to do comeback battle of the year. Just had a crazy battle with Rosenberg Raw, and heard he smoked him. I didn't get to see that, but I heard he smoked him, you know. So, you know, props to Don Marino because he found a new inspiration, new motivation. And going up against Av, a lot of people counted him out. I told him myself that's a very tall task, but he did his thing. Av always does his thing. That's another dope battle y'all need to go check out. We know about Tay-Rock and A-Ward. I haven't really watched it all the way yet. I seen 2 rounds. It's a crazy battle. Make sure y'all go check that out on the Riot card also. But we gotta get this. We gotta get this judging thing like in order, bro. Jay Black, I better see Loso on that champion cover, man. The way he performed this weekend on 2 different cards, he's got to be on there along with Tay-Rock, you know? Like, for real, man. I just want to see certain people that I'm really close to, and I see their grind, and I see that they deserve a certain recognition, and they deserve it. So, like, you know, I want to see these people get pushed into the light, especially when a lot of narrators try to, like, downplay their achievements. You cannot downplay those achievements this weekend by Loso. So, you know, I really, 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 really hope to see him get more shine, get better looks, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Another performance this weekend that everyone's talking about is T-Top's performance against Chef Trez. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? Everyone's talking about, oh, yo, T-Top is so crazy. This is like BET T-Top when he won the money. No. The only reason why y'all going crazy is because y'all haven't seen T-Top in a while. T-Top always performs like this. He always has good material. He always comes prepared. He's always got some fire. The thing is, though, it's not being oversaturated. Less is more in the culture. And that's another thing I want to bring up. Since there hasn't been no battles out lately, and there hasn't been that many cards, and, you know, the whole caffeine thing isn't going where you see us battling every week, the fans get to appreciate good performances. And T-Top is one of those that he comes out and he shows y'all, yo, I still do this at a high rate. I can still do this at a high clip. The only thing is, y'all ain't seeing me. I'm not burnt out. I'm not battling every month. The results, the consistency, all that stuff shows, bro. All that stuff shows. Salute to T-Top. But he been doing this. Y'all just not seeing it because y'all see somebody for a while and y'all see a dude battle all the time, and then y'all just sit there and be like, yeah, I heard him, and y'all not really listening. And that's the thing with battle rap. I really feel like less is more because the fans get to appreciate you more. And this is a perfect example with T-Top and Chef Trez. Chef Trez been cooking, you know, I mean, he been cooking, you know. And that's the thing. People see Chef every week, or they've been seeing him every 2 weeks. So when T-Top performs, it's like, oh my gosh, we forgot. Y'all know what's up. T-Top been a top tier battler. He been had moments. He's been a legend, you know. Don't be a prisoner of the moment. Battle rap is really, really stuck on a lot of fans being a prisoner of the moment, and y'all forget who does this and why they do it, you know. And T-Top is one of them killers, man. Like, really one of them killers. And I'm glad that people got to be reminded of that this weekend. You know, so shouts out to T-Top on that. And that also trickles down into something else. Stop booking names just to book names. Stop it. I seen Cassidy do a whole blog about how URL gave him this huge deposit, but they couldn't get the other half because of the freeway battle. Listen. That right there is what's going to ruin battle rap. I do not want to see Cassidy at all. I do not want to see Cassidy. Especially against Freeway. I don't want to see it. I don't. You can take those same bags and give it to the people that deserve it. Battle rap is always jumping on a bandwagon of somebody with a little bit of clout and allowing these people to come into the culture and be vultures. It's not just Cassidy, because at least he is like affiliated with battle rap. But even the things like the Ochocinco thing. Like, yo, why is it that as soon as somebody outside of the culture gives us a little bit of attention, we start eating? Stop being eaters. Y'all gotta stop being eaters. This is our culture. Let's act like it's our culture. Let's stop allowing the doors to be open to anybody that just comes in. That's why you get a whole bunch of weirdos. You got a whole bunch of fucking sexual predators and perverts and all that get some clout in this culture. Because we don't screen the door. We ain't giving no pat downs before you come in here. You feel me? And y'all just be throwing bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody should be able to come in the culture and just battle DNA. No, like it makes it like a mockery of what we do. The shit we do is not easy. The shit we do is not easy. Stop letting anybody just come in here and try to get a bag, bro. Let's act like we've been here before. Let's act like we have some worth. Let's act like you actually respect the battlers that have put in work for 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, some of us 20 years. If we only going to depend on numbers, I don't care. Like, you know how tired I am of hearing somebody say, oh, I got 1 million views. So what? So what? Now you can't determine if it's the league that got you the views or you that got you the views. Back then, when we only had 5,000 subscribers on the channel, 10,000 subscribers on the channel, and you go and get 1 million views, it meant something. But not when URL got over 500,000 subscribers. Man, Math got almost 1 million subscribers on his channel. So, Math doesn't matter, and it's going to hit 1 mil if one person watches it 2 times. Everybody on his channel. Bro, stop. If you're not getting no extra bag off of it and stuff, just cut it out. Let's make this exclusive again. Let's make battle rap something that people think twice about before they try to entertain it. And not just think of it as, oh, that's just some fun shit I'm going to just do. Because it never really works out that way. It didn't work out with Cannabis. Cassidy might be the best thing it worked out with, but still, like, Joe Buttons, we did the Total Slaughter thing. Like, let's not get it confused. There was a lot of things that just didn't really work in our favor or help the battlers in the end of the day. So if it's not going to help the brand of the battlers, why are we doing it? And why are we allowing it to continue to happen 15, 20 years later? It's like we thirsty for attention. No. That shit is corny. And we look corny doing it. Another thing. Oh, yeah, before we get out of here. Organik. Now, Organik, I seen him put out some tweets about how he was about to expose, or if he's going to, I don't know if he is, but he was saying how he's going to, or he should expose a lot of battlers that ran off on deposits and that owe money. And he would really want these people to be exposed for the low-life pieces of that they are. Now, I thought this was funny. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what triggered that. I don't know what made him so upset that he started tweeting it, because Organik usually doesn't do rants like this. But somebody pissed him off. Somebody pissed him off. But you know what? I'm all for it. You know why I'm all for it? Because I also want to know who ran off on deposits. But you know what also I want to know? I want to know what's the type of money, the type of deposits these people were running off on. I was there for a lot of those events. I knew a lot of the budgets that was told to me. I know what I was paid on those certain events. And I know a lot of other battlers were getting paid on those events. So I think it's kind of cool, or maybe I'm just being messy, but I want to see what other people was getting paid. A lot of battlers, a lot of leagues always try to hide it. Oh, no, yeah, we don't got the budget, and, can you do this favor for us? And, yo, man, this is all we could do, and da-da-da-da. We've done a lot of favors. So when a league sits there and says, oh, yeah, you owe us this much, I want to know. Because I want to know who I was doing favors for. That's what I want to know. I want to know who I was doing favors for that ended up having the bag and it was lying anyway. Not just saying you organic, but I'm just saying in general. I want to know. So if you're going to expose them, let me know. I want to see. Any other league too. You want to expose people that ran off on deposits? Let me know. Because I want to see the prices. I want to see what these battlers were getting paid. A lot of other battlers want to see what these battlers were getting paid. And let's really get down to the root of it. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of secrecy and there's a lot of bullshit that nobody's really jagging anymore. And nobody's really moving or budging unless it makes sense financially. I think a lot of us are at that point where we're not going to just do a battle just to do it. So now that that's out the way, let's see what people been getting paid. Let's see who's really been eating. Let's see who's been lying. Let's see who really wasn't getting the bag either. I want to know. All right, so you let me know. I'm there for it. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts. Y'all tell me what y'all reactions and y'all responses are to this. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Like, comment. I'm back, like I said, I took a little break. I had to get a mental break for a while. Battle rap was just really being messy and corny, and I'm just really over a lot of the fake stuff in the culture, But like I said, man, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all like, y'all comment. I'm gonna get back into blogging and just giving my opinion on a lot of things. I know this was a little long rant, but you know what it is, man. The Kid Cortez, Brooklyn, free size, thecortezbodega.com. Go get your merch. Go get music. A whole bunch of stuff on the site. Holla, man.